How to live with the living consciousness. A man came to the meditation center looking burdened. The instructor asked, "How can I help you?" The man replied, "I'm not happy at all. What should I do?" The instructor guided him to reflect on his life and had him let go of everything related to happiness from his mind with the meditation method. Times when he was happy, times when he was unhappy, all of it. A few days later, the man's face brightened. The instructor asked him, "How is your happiness now?" The man said, "It's quite interesting. As I discarded all the minds about happiness, I just became happy without wanting to be happy." The instructor smiled and said, "I'm glad to hear that." The man came to the meditation center again, this time with worries about his relationships with people. The man said, "I feel that I am too hung up on maintaining good relationships that I'm getting exhausted. What should I do?" The instructor guided him to reflect on his relationship throughout his life. What was it that caused him to be overly cautious about having good relationships? Then he guided him to discard what he reflected on with the meditation method. After a few days, the man's face had brightened up again. The instructor asked, "How's your relationships issues going?" The man replied, "Now I've stopped fixating on having good relationships with others. It just became one of many things in my life. However, ironically enough, now I can bond with people better." The instructor smiled and said, "I'm glad to hear that." The man became curious about how it works. How is it that when he discards his mind about certain issues, it is resolved? The instructor explained, "All the problems you have come from a sense of inferiority. This inferiority is not your true mind, but a mind that was created while living. It is something you need to let go of instead of trying to satisfy." The man asked again, his curiosity still unsatisfied, "But isn't life about having dreams, ambitions, and achieving them while we live?" The instructor answered, "As we ask ourselves at times, do we eat to live or do we live to eat? In the end, we live to truly live. We were born into this world to recover our origin, not about being happy or having good relationships. They are simply some things we go through in our lives. A person who lacks love seeks love, and a person who lacks money chases money. The powerless seek power, and he whose pride is hurt tries to restore his pride. The moment you are attached to something, your consciousness gets trapped inside this body. At that time, the consciousness becomes lifeless and hence no wisdom. By discarding what you are attached to, your consciousness that was trapped becomes liberated and expands to the infinite universe. This is when your consciousness comes back to life and lives. We can learn from nature how to let true consciousness live. Enjoy yourself, do your best, and have no regrets about the outcome. The man found himself suddenly feeling very motivated to throw away more minds. The mind that wants to be a good person, be loved, have fun, be good at something, know more, be recognized by others, become successful, become enlightened, live a good life, etc., etc. Hopes that he would soon be able to live his life with the living consciousness. He reminded himself, enjoy yourself, do your best, and have no regrets about the outcome.